So, video interviews involve technology, and one thing we know about technology is that it always fails us when we need it the most or when we're relying on it to work the most. So, in my experience, it's always been best to check that technology before the interview itself. If you can check it the day before, great. At least a few hours prior, just make sure it's checked in some way. And what that means is if they've already sent you a link or the interviewer sent you a link for where the interview is going to be online, click that link and make sure that all of the software works. One thing that'll happen is that sometimes your software needs an update. So if you click that link early and it can't open without that update, then at least it will update itself before it's time for that interview. And it'll also give you a chance to make sure that your computer can handle that software and everything works on that end. In my experience, it's a great idea to make sure that your computer is fully charged if it's a laptop before the interview. And even if it's fully charged, still make sure it's plugged in during the interview. The next thing that you should test, just to make sure everything is up to snuff, is your speaker and your microphone. Because you'd hate to have any technical issues there, or maybe you didn't set it up properly on your computer, or maybe you've accidentally got it on mute and you wouldn't know until it's too late. This is a great way to make sure that everything is working as far as input and output there. This also gives you enough time, should anything be wrong and you can't use the computer you're planning on using, to find an alternative arrangement. Maybe a friend's computer, maybe one of your smartphones can also log on for you and work for you. But doing it early, in my experience, gives you enough time to make sure you're ready for anything to go wrong before it goes wrong. If you follow these tips, you go from running the risk of having your technology not work for you during the interview and not being able to be effective in the interview, to making sure that you're going in there solely focused on communicating what you're going to bring to the table instead of being worried about your technology.